Welcome to News Updates in AFRICUNIA TV. I am Deborah Ezeh. Now starting off, President Muhammadu Buhari yesterday said Tuesday's attack on the Nigerian Defense Academy NDA Kaduna had provided grounds for more urgent measures to rid the country of vermin and emancipate the polity. Buhari stated this in a release by his Special Advisor on Media and Publicity, Mr. Femi Adesina. The president declared that rather than demoralize the country's armed forces, the attack would strengthen their determination to make a decisive end to criminality in Nigeria. He urged his critics to desist from politicizing the terrible act. And away from that, still in Nigeria, there was palpable confusion in Jos Plateau State. Yesterday, as unknown gunmen again attacked Yelwa Zangam, a community behind the University of Jos in Jos North local government area of the state, killing more than 35 persons. The latest killings reportedly threw the city of Jos into a state of confusion as the people of the community threw caution to the wind to ensure their safety, thereby causing tension in the city. Moving on to Tanzania, Tanzania's president on Wednesday said 5 people were dead, including 3 police officers, after a gun battle with an armed man near the French embassy in Dar es Salaam. It was not immediately clear whether the shootout in the heavily guarded diplomatic area was a terror attack. It was also warned that the attack could be linked to the jihadist insurgents in neighboring Mozambique, where a growing number of African nations are jointly pursuing the fighters. And still in Africa, Moroccan Foreign Minister Nasser Bourita says his country is keen to maintain strong ties with Libya after meeting a member of the Libyan Presidential Council, Abdullah Al-Lafi, in Rabat. During a joint press briefing, Mr. Bourita stated that Morocco will stand by Libya unconditionally to help promote security and stability of the country. According to Moroccan minister, the issue of national reconciliation remains an essential factor to overcome the fast and foster unity among all parties, especially as elections draw near in Libya. On the foreign scene, Australia's new daily cases of COVID-19 topped 1,000 today for the first time since the global pandemic began, as 2 major hospitals in Sydney set up emergency outdoor tents to help deal with a rise in patients. Sydney, the country's largest city and the epicenter of the current outbreak, is struggling to stamp out a surge in the fast-spreading Delta variant, with daily infections hitting record level even after the 2 months under lockdown. Moving on, President Joe Biden and Israel Prime Minister Naftali Bennett on Thursday will seek to reset the tone of U.S.-Israel relations in their first White House meeting and find common ground on Iran despite differences on how to deal with its nuclear program. In talks overshadowed by the chaotic U.S. withdrawal from Afghanistan, the 2 leaders will try to turn the page on years of tensions between the Bennett predecessors, Benjamin Netanyahu, who was close to former President Donald Trump, and the last Democratic administration led by Barack Obama, with Biden as his vice president. The visit gives Biden an opportunity to demonstrate business as usual with a key partner while contending with the complex situation in Afghanistan. Biden's biggest foreign policy crisis since taking office is not only hurt his approval rating at home, but raised questions about his credibility among both friends and foes. Still on the Afghanistan update, France will no longer be able to evacuate people from Afghanistan from Friday evening onwards. French Prime Minister Jean Castex, the United States and allies urged people to move away from Kabul airport today, due to the threat of the terror attack by Islamic State militants, as Western troops hurry to evacuate as many as possible before an August 31st deadline. Pressure to complete evacuations of thousands of foreigners and Afghans who helped Western countries during the 20-year war against the Taliban has intensified, with all U.S. and allied troops due to leave the airport next week. On the sports scene, Manchester United will hold West Ham in the Carabao Cup 3rd round, while oldest Manchester City will play at home to Wycombe. Other standout ties include Aston Villa travelling to Chelsea and Wolves hosting their former manager Nuno Espirito Santo's new side, Tottenham. And also, Cristiano Ronaldo is under contract at Juventus until the summer of 2022, but it is understood to be open to leaving the Serie A club before the current transfer window finishes. Juventus wants at least 21.4 million euros for the 36-year-old, who was brought to the club in 2018, and Manchester City have been offered the chance to sign Cristiano Ronaldo from Juventus. And that's the news update on AFRICUNIA TV. For more stories, follow our social media platform on Jointim and Pangram. Like, share, and leave a comment on the comment section. I am Deborah Ezeh. Many thanks for watching.